Hey guys, how's it going? It's Baggins here, and welcome back to another Hyper Scape video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be covering a much requested topic from you guys, and that is tips and tricks or a guide for Hyper Scape. Now rather than go for the standard format of just list out a bunch of bullet points of pick up a gun, shoot a bad guy, loot the buildings, heal up before you fight, I thought I could break this video down into three fundamental categories. Categories that make the difference between a good player in Hyper Scape and a bad player in Hyper Scape. And in my opinion, those categories are aim, movement, and knowledge, otherwise known as game experience. Now when it comes to game knowledge, that can really only be gained just by playing the game, but I do have an idea of something that I can do in this video that will help you out. We'll jump to that in a second. But when it comes to aim and movement, I think there are a few steps that you can follow initially to help you get on the right way. And the majority of those, at least for this video, are going to be found in the settings of Hyper Scape. So if we go into the settings, we go to gameplay, we scroll halfway down, there is a setting here that is going to help your movement, and that is called automatic vault. I would recommend turning off automatic vault. If you leave it on, what you're going to find is when you're falling off a building, if there's any balconies or pipes or stuff sticking out, you're just going to grab onto them. It's going to be as if you're covered in like sticky tape when you're falling off a building, and that every little obstacle you will get stuck to. So turning off automatic vault and then just making your own decision as to when you want to hold onto a ledge by holding in the jump button is going to make you a better player in the long run, in my opinion. So turn off automatic vault. It will take a little bit of getting used to if you've played with automatic vault on for a while, but yeah, I think in the long run turning that off will help you. Specific to aim, there is another setting that a lot of players actually ask me about in the Twitch chat and in the YouTube comments, and that is why is everything yellow on my screen as opposed to the standard colors that you see, and that is because I'm using a colorblind mode. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this is in the general section. I'm using Protanopia currently. Obviously you do have the default here. Now why am I using colorblind setting? I'm not actually colorblind, but I do feel like this helps me personally, and maybe it'll help a few of you guys. So if we go to default, I'll show you what's going on here. So when I'm aiming down sights with the Ripper, the crosshair is red. Now the outline around the enemy is red, the health bar of the enemy is red, and if I shoot them in the head, the damage numbers are also red. So just generally a whole lot of red on the screen there, and I feel like with the fast-paced nature of Hyper Scape, it kind of becomes almost difficult or like overloads your brain with the sheer amount of the same color that is on the screen. So what I find helps a lot for me, and it helps me just track the enemies more consistently, is putting the colorblind mode on and changing it to Protanopia. So I think Tritanopia, I've seen a few people use that one as well, but I personally prefer Protanopia because that changes the health bar to yellow, my crosshair to yellow, and the damage numbers are still red. But you know, that's half of the red elements eliminated, so it's much easier to identify like where the enemy sort of ends and the other information begins. So I just like the fact that the only thing on the enemy generally is the outline. That is red, everything else is yellow. I just feel like it makes it easier to track the opponents. But again, this is just something specific to me. I don't know if it will necessarily make a difference for you guys, but just so you're aware why it's there. And again, to answer those questions of why everything is yellow on the screen, why I play in colorblind mode, is to make the information more easy for me and my brain to digest. Now, going back to movement, outside of the settings, there is a little bit of tech that I can like propose to you guys, and something that I think is very, very important in the game, and that is, in my opinion, it's very, very, very important to run at least one of these abilities. You could run both of them if you're feeling spicy, but I would recommend at least having a slam or a teleport on your person whenever possible. Verticality in this game is incredibly important, and by that I mean there's loads of buildings everywhere and you vertically scale up the top of them. Now you can climb to the top of most buildings in the game with parkour, but it's much, much faster to do it with a teleport or a slime. It's much faster to get on top of something by slamming up and then landing on top of it, or teleporting on top of it, as opposed to just trying to find some way to like jump onto a ledge and then jump onto another ledge and then jump up on top of it. So it will make it easier for you to lose your opponents. It will also make it easier for you to chase down your opponents as well. So just a quick tip there, and I feel like probably most of you guys already understand the importance of teleport or slam, but for those of you who are brand new to the game, these hacks are very, very powerful. So yeah, I feel like it is a must-have, one of them in your inventory whenever possible. Now, other things that you can do to improve your aim and your movement, largely just involve playing the game. When it comes to settings for aim, I'm playing with a mouse and keyboard, and I know a lot of you guys who watch this video play on a controller, and I know the controller settings are pretty funky right now. Those of you, the small percentage of you who watch these videos who do play on mouse and keyboard, I would recommend putting raw mouse input on. I'm also going to put a link to a website in the description down below. I think it's like mousesensitivity.pro or something like that. But basically what you can do is take your sensitivity from other games and then convert it to Hyper Scape. So if you know what your sensitivity is in Warzone or Apex, and maybe it works with a controller as well. I don't think it does, but maybe it does. Maybe there's a website out there that does it. I would recommend trying to keep your sensitivity consistent across all games. This will help you improve what we call muscle memory, and it's also important for this thing that we call a 360 per centimeter. So for me, I know it's roughly 40 centimeters for me to take my mouse from one edge of the mouse mat to the other to do a 360. So if I look at the point on a wall here, and again, maybe you can find some way to tack this into a controller. If you put your crosshair on the edge of somewhere, and then what I'm going to do with my mouse is just push it slowly to the right until we get back around to that point again. And there we go. That's roughly 40 centimeters. I know that from experience. Again, 15, 16 inches. So trying to keep that consistent with other games, going into other games, looking at a point on the wall, and then just doing a 360 with your mouse. Again, that will be useful to the 4 of you who watch these videos who do play on mouse and keyboard. For the majority of the console players, again, I'll be putting a link to a video in the description down below. I believe the YouTuber's name is SketchySZN or SZN. But yeah, he has what I've heard to be a really good settings video for controller, so that should help you guys with aim. But alright, that is the aim and movement part of this video. Now, game knowledge, experience. How are you going to make us smarter player, Baggins? Well, obviously, you can do your homework, you can eat your vegetables, you can get a good night's rest. But the only thing that will really help you, learn the game and become a better player in terms of game knowledge is just playing. However, one thing that I think I can do that might help a few of you here is I'm gonna jump into a game of solos, and as I'm playing through the solo game, I'm just gonna do a running commentary, a running dialogue of what I'm thinking in my brain and how I'm playing to get the win. So most likely it's not gonna be the highest kill game, but I think it might help a few of you guys just to understand my decision-making process, why I'm picking up which hacks, why I'm picking up which weapons, why I'm moving to which parts of the map. And then maybe you can apply some of that to your own gameplay, and maybe it will help you more consistently get the wins. So yeah, let's jump into some solos, and we'll resume the video there. Okay, here we are in the pre-game lobby of Loading Foreverness. We're gonna wait roughly another 6 hours here, I think, for this game to begin. But while we're doing that, we can talk a little bit about drop locations in Hyper Scape. Now, honestly, I don't really think there is a best drop area. It's not like an old school PUBG where there's the military base and the jail that's going to give you better loot, but there'll be more people there. There are some areas, like for example, all of these yellow names, the Mona, Throne Hall, Archives, Red Tiger, Limelight, they are going to have these guaranteed spawns, almost guaranteed, of weapon crates or loot crates. So the blue boxes, it's going to be kind of random what you get out of those, but it is important to note that those blue boxes do have a 1 in 10 chance to give you a fully fused item. Now, if you can get one of those off the drop, if you can get a fully fused item off the drop, provided, it's something decent, it's not like a D-tap, you gotta be pretty good for the start of that game. However, it is a bit of a risk going for those areas, as they are generally out in the open, and other players are gonna go for them as well. So what we're gonna do for this game is we're gonna go for Bus Depot, as I believe there's a few box spawns around there, but I don't think it's like a very popular area in terms of players. So this should give us a chance to get a semi-decent loadout and give us a fighting chance without somebody just dropping right next to us and then just being a random battle to see who can get the shotgun or harpy first. So it is important to mention that this is a PC lobby. I'm playing on a mouse and keyboard right now on a computer, and obviously we're playing against other PC players as well. So those of you who are watching this video that play on console, and again, I know that is the majority of you guys, obviously the gameplay will be a little bit different, but hopefully just, my decision making and me talking through what I'm doing in the game will help you guys to better plan out and structure, what decisions you make in your games of Hyper Scape, and hopefully allow you to more consistently get wins.
Or secure the crown to win.
So if you guys do want a spicier game, you want to try and go for high kills, I think Red Tiger is probably going to give you guys consistently the most action. The loot is fairly decent there as well. Because it's right in the middle of the map, everybody can converge there. So the important thing to know, the pre-game lobby isn't all of the players in your lobby. It's just 1/4, because there's a platform in every corner. And obviously Red Tiger slap bang in the middle, that's where everybody can meet. So Here we go with the spicy bus depot drop. We're gonna see what we can find. Here's one of those boxes that I talked about immediately. We didn't get a fully fused weapon. In fact, we got probably the worst weapon in the game, which is unlucky. So we're gonna be looking to swap these out as soon as we can before we start fighting. I'll keep heal and armor for now. It's a good way to stay alive. I'm not gonna rock the sniper. I'm just gonna stick to what I know I'm personally good at, and obviously I would recommend the same thing to you guys as well. So you don't have to be using the exact same weapons I am. Just use what works for you guys. So if you are good with the Dragonfly, by all means, keep that weapon. But gonna swap out to the invisibility. I think it's gonna give us more. Actually, we'll go invulnerability and armor. Right now, this is a super defensive loadout. This allows us to get out of most fights scot-free. Okay, now we're changing. We got that movement that we talked about earlier. We do have a shotgun as well, which is incredibly important in the PC lobby. Shotgun is like arguably the most meta weapon in the game right now. Okay, had a bit of a bad trade there. He has heal as well. We're just gonna wait for him to come around the corner and then we can get him again. There we go. We have the advantage now. A little bit of a close one there. Was a little bit potato, but we got there in the end. I'm actually gonna take Ripper over Harpy. Harpy is really, really good, but we kind of need a weapon that's gonna act as like a mid to long range weapon, so Harpy is better up close. Shotgun is better up close. We don't really want two up close weapons, so we're swapping to the Ripper there. I've got Slam and Visibility, which is honestly a build that I might just keep until the end of the game. I think these two abilities used together are very, very powerful, but maybe if we see like a fully fused heal or something, I might swap out the Invisibility for that, or if I find a fully fused Teleport. Basically, just whatever has the highest fusion right now is something that we'll consider taking, but we do want to make sure we keep that movement ability. I hear glass breaking over here. I'm fine to fight inside buildings right now because I do have this Mammoth. Even though it's just like basic fusion, it's still really, really powerful. So this guy could also have a Mammoth. Oh, he has a Dragonfly. Alright, just need to land one more shot on him. We'll go for the Slam here. Being a bit of a potato with my aim right now. It's a Sunday, okay? It's the day of rest. I'm just relaxing with a little bit of Hyper Scape. Let's see. Do we want anything from this guy's loadout? He does have, yeah, okay. He's got a teleport. Like, I do think Slam is the better movement ability because it has damage. But the fact that the teleport already has 2 fusions on it, we're gonna take it right now just for the lower cooldown, and then probably look to pick up Slam later on in the game again. Another invisibility to fuse into. So again, we're not looking to get loads of kills right now. We're just looking to sort of gear up and make sure that we can win the game at the end. We don't want to get blown out of the water by somebody who has a much better loadout than us, so it's okay to just take a little bit of time just to find more things to fuse into and become stronger. If at this point in the game you've found that you already have a good loadout, just think about moving more towards the center of the map and trying to kill other people. Because obviously that's a good way to improve your loadout as well, is by killing other people and taking what they have and fusing into it. So see a ball down here. We can probably go ahead and get this guy. He has a Hexfire, and I think it was a Ripper. So we're pretty good to fight this guy. Got some good damage on him. Right, he's probably going to be coming in to this floor here. Yeah. Pop the ball again, break the ball. He's just trying to run away. Provided I'm not too much of a potato, we should be able to kill him here, but I am being quite a bit of a potato right now. All of this noise that I'm making is going to bring other players over as well, so we got to be aware of that. He's full healed now, so he should really be ready to fight me, but... There we go. Could have been much cleaner, but we got the job done. We got a fully fused Ripper now. That's very nice as well. We got to fuse another one into his teleport, so teleport's almost maxed out, which is pretty nice. Looking to... Maxing out the Mammoth arguably is the most important thing for the current loadout I have. Since once you get it to full fusion, it gets a significant damage boost. Like, it's crazy. Probably the biggest damage boost in the game right now. Other than maybe Sniper Rifle, because the Sniper Rifle can one-shot at full fusion. But then again, so can the Mammoth, so... Alright, I hear shots over in this direction. The zone is kind of a bit funky right now. I'm probably going to make my way over to Red Tiger. My loadout's pretty decent. It's not the best, but I feel like I could fight most of the players in the lobby with what I have right now. Ooh, that's a fully fused Skybreaker. That's tempting to take, but I'm gonna stick to the Mammoth just because it's so strong right now. But maybe on console, the Skybreaker's a keeper there. Oh, potentially free kill. This guy was getting chased by a guy with a shotgun. With a mammoth, rather. Oh, there we go. That's some good stuff. Magnet, normally I take this in squads, but I'm actually gonna stick to the invisibility just for the escape factor. I think getting third-partied is super common in solos, so. Switch to the Ripper to finish this guy off. Switch back to the shotgun, because I missed all my shots. Oh no, Baggins, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing, Baggins? There we go. See, you can be a potato and win, just like me. All you gotta do is just keep moving. Don't stop moving. Let's see, what is this slam? No, it's not good enough yet. So again, big consideration to take the magnet here. Works really, really well with the shotgun. But because I'm being a bit of a potato today and I'm not really landing all my shots, I think I do need the invisibility to disengage in case I kind of mess things up, as I say I'm consistently doing right now. All right, we're just gonna YOLO across the decayed zone here and hope that nobody's watching this way. It seems unlikely that they would be because it's been decayed for a little while now. Make our way into Red Tiger with the invisibility and shotgun ready. I do hear shots over in that direction. There's not really much of a reason to strand to the decayed zone. We can go sit on the edge though and maybe pick us some free kills here. See what these guys have. Yeah, there's one guy. He went this way. Probably lost a bit of health to the zone, right?
Watch out for collapsed sectors.
Oof. Good shots coming from him with the riot there. Okay, it's a basic slam, so we're not gonna take it. Just gonna go hide in a building while health regens. I don't think anybody else is nearby, but basically playing the game as if there's another player within like a, you know, 100-yard radius is not a bad idea. Just constantly being fearful that you might get third-partied and disengaging, hiding in buildings, you know, just don't stand out in the open and stand still is a pretty smart idea in Hyper Scape, since the possibility of being one-shot by the protocol is ever present in this game. All right, here somebody hit the jump pad. They don't know where I am. Somebody got revealed pretty close by though, so. All right, we're gonna go for the blink here. I don't really want to put my blink on cooldown, but I think it should be a pretty free kill to pick up, so. He had, what did he have? Blink and wall, right?
Congratulations, players.
Fully fused right one. I'm pretty happy with the Ripper. I think my loadout's honestly fine. We might need to change the invisibility if we want to go for the crown later on.
Then there were 9.
But other than that, I'm pretty happy with everything we have here. 7 kills on the board right now, 8 people left in the game. At this point, I'm going to try and stop paying attention to the kill feed to see what is happening. If there's a player that's consistently killing a lot of people with like a mammoth or a protocol or something, then we know we need to watch out for a good player with a mammoth or a protocol. If they have the protocol, we probably want to stay on the low grounds. We don't want to be running around on the rooftops. If they have the mammoth, we've got to be careful about when we push into a building after somebody, because it could be that good player with the shotgun.
The viewers have chosen the supply crate event.
Oh man, that's how you know this is not a, oh.
Sectors will soon be collapsing.
Blink up here. Oh, somebody's nearby with a protocol. So, okay, yeah, he finished them off with a protocol. And there's another player here as well. Okay. Just gonna kind of lay low for a second then. So protocol guy's over there, and somebody else is just that way as well. Okay, the guy with the protocol just got finished by a shotgun.
7 still on the field.
See if we can go find the guy that was moving around over here. I think he hit the jump pad, right? I hear him. Sounds like he's in this building. Be aware that he could have a shotgun. Hello? I think he's actually down below, isn't he?
The supply crate event is ending.
Hey, you camping? Okay, no, he's up top. I think he's, because I don't hear his footsteps, I think he is literally just sitting in a corner somewhere. Yeah, there we go.
Contenders, the sector has collapsed.
All right, we got him on the run. He's scared. Probably should have just stuck with the shotgun there, honestly. He honestly could just turn around and blast me with that shotgun and probably do pretty well. I know I would, based on like how much of a potato I'm being right now. I would honestly just be, all right, this guy hasn't hit me in like 6 solid seconds. I should probably just turn around and fight him. Oh, blink, invis. Is he pushing? No, he's still up on top of the, okay. Move over to this rooftop on the left here. So he's shooting at me with a Ripper. 2 people fighting up there. Now's a good chance to like get in. Okay, 1 won the fight, but he's probably low. So we're gonna go for the aggressive push here. Take the slam. Mine is chasing him. We're gonna use the mine to figure out where he is. Sounds like he's in this corner here. There we go. Max and Viz. All right, 2 other people left in this lobby. 3 including me. Sounds like 1's up on top of the roof. I can hear by that clanking noise. I'm not gonna use my leap to go up there though, because it will put me at a disadvantage, because then I don't have a movement and they do.
Watch out for collapsed sectors.
So we're just gonna go for some parkour up there if I can. I think he just dropped down the other side. Oh, still up there. There they are. Okay, they just used blink. Now I'm not at a disadvantage anymore because they use blink. I'll teleport, rather.
Sectors are starting to collapse.
Still flanking around up here. There we go. All right, now we're just gonna hide in the building just in case the other player was nearby, waiting to come in for the third party. I don't think they are, but better safe than sorry. And at this point, it's a 1v1, so provided we spot the opponent before they spot us, it's very likely that we win. Final zone is a bunch of buildings with an open area. Since it's very heavily focused on buildings, there is a consideration to take the Komodo, but I think we're just going to keep the shotgun. Yeah, we're just going to stick to our loadout. If this was a more open area, the final zone, I would take the Komodo, because Komodo is better out in the open, or I'd take that guy's Skybreaker. But because this is an area that has a lot of buildings in it, I think keeping hold of the shotgun is going to be our friend. Oh, there they are. Well, there we go. That was a pretty clean finish to the game there. So there you go, guys. Honestly, just a pretty straightforward game. Shoot the bad guys and then disengage where we can. Even though we missed a lot of shots there, we were still able to pull it out. So it goes to show that you don't necessarily need to be the most consistent aimer or the best movement in the game, just as long as you're thinking about what the opponent is doing and also thinking about what other opponents are doing in the game, minimizing the risks that you could get third-partied. You can honestly find it pretty easy and pretty reliable to get a win in this game. Now, obviously, the skill level of the opponents wasn't super high in that game. You are going to get some sweatier players who are going to make it much harder for you. But yeah, I hope that you guys found this video useful. If you'd like to see more stuff like this in the future, maybe with a specific loadout, let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you go ahead and click the like button. Subscribe for more. If you want to see gameplay like this live, we're over on Twitch almost every single day. Links to that in the description down below. But yeah, that's been a little bit of a Hyper Scape commentary and some tips and tricks. I hope you guys found this video useful. I'll see you all in the next one.